podcastnetwork.com. Thank you for listening.
Become a member of an organization created by Dr.
It's 1 o'clock. Ding dong. We are in America's Web Radio, and this is
Let's Talk Venezuelans.
Good afternoon, the legend David Moxley. How are you, my friend?
Bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Oh my. Okay, Brad, how are you, my friend?
Excellent.
Excellent.
Excelente.
Excellent. How was your week, my dear David?
Well, at my age, as long as you're alive and vertical, it's a good week. So, I'm having a good week.
You're having a good week.
I was able to get up from the horizontal position, so I must be alive.
It's alive. Okay. Well, Johsie, your
What's
comments
up?
of this week.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, the political arena in Georgia is on fire.
Yeah, we are about
Fire.
today is September the 3rd. So we're exactly 60 days from the election day, November the 3rd. So what happened?
Well, I love the way the President Trump has been playing his, while he's playing chess, others are playing tic-tac-toe in the row. And that's what I love about my president. You remember it's been over 2 years that he's been talking specifically to the nation when he addressed the nation every year on the month of February,
Yes.
the State of the Union, right?
Uh-huh.
So in the State of the Union, he always say, well, this is what I accomplished, this is what has been done, da 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 da. But
And a
he
promise.
always,
And a promise.
And at the end, he keep a promise, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing this for this year. But last year and this year, in between those two messages in one, he's always been saying that America will never be a socialist country. Am I right or am I right?
Yes.
That was last year. This year, he changed it. His message changes a little bit. When he says, while I am president, America will never be a socialist country. We are talking about what month? February.
6 months ago.
And what happened in February? He closed the borders. He closed every flight from China. He closed every flight coming from Europe to America.
Yes.
And he was called to be a racist.
A racist.
Okay?
And a dictator.
So he had, when he said that statement, while I am president, America will never be a socialist country, he got some information under his, how do you call it? Sleeve?
Let's leave.
Yeah. Under his sleeve. Who are the groups? Who are the organizations who are threatening America on its core?
Okay.
Right? So he make it clear this year, while I am a president, America will not be a socialist country. So last week, it was wonderful because remember last week on Thursday, we were here at 1 o'clock, and that night, President Trump delivered his speech, closing speech
On
for
the
the
RNC.
RNC.
Okay.
All right. Remarkable his speech. He was talking about the best is yet to come. Regardless that they destroy his economy, regardless that they try to destroy a lot of things.
they try to
They try.
destroy the economy. The economy, fortunately, the economy is strong. Is let me explain you something. What happened with COVID-19 is a benediction in disguise, and let me explain you why in economics. First, you have a phenomenon named the overheating of the economy. That means that the economy had not enough time to regroup and to reorganize. Okay? With this period, this cool-off period, companies are restructuring. New systems have been implemented. So everything is ready to the new economy, okay? The basic economy, the small business economy, is stronger than ever. You can see it right now. Okay, the big malls have a crisis. They had a crisis, a very big one. But when you go to the shopping centers,
Mom and pops.
yes, when you go to the shopping centers, when you go to the downtown little shops, what do you see?
A lot of people doing their thing.
Yes, a lot of people doing their things. Exactly. So right now, the base of the economy, that is 80% of the economic volume, the mom and pops, the small businesses, represents 80% of the economy of the United States. Not the big companies, not the General Motors. It's the small restaurants, the small boutique, the small shoe repairs. That people is flourishing right now. Okay? And what happens when these people that are also consumers are getting better finance for them? Everybody wins.
Yes.
Okay?
Right.
So when the economy went again in the new period, we will have not only a stronger, but it's like when you prune a tree.
Yeah, pruning.
Okay, okay. When you prune a tree, okay, or the whole tree looks, bad, but at the end of the day, that tree will flourish stronger, and will bear better fruits. And that's what is happening. The COVID-19 is a benediction in disguise for the U.S. economy.
It's
okay.
The benediction is touching every aspect of our society. Look at the churches. Churches are going back to base.
Yeah.
Small churches now.
Exactly.
The big churches, nope. Nope,
No.
nope, 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 nope.
No.
No. Look at the movie theater. Look at the Hollywood. They're going broke.
Yes.
Because there is no movie doing movies.
No, they're getting into the streaming because they don't have right now these
No, but they were
movie
so
theaters.
they didn't realize that this pandemic. Bueno, they call it pandemic, right? I call them pandemic. They thought that this pandemic will not touch
It's
them.
not even a pandemic. This week, the Center of Disease Control announced that only 6% of the deaths had to be direct connection with COVID-19.
So they make a lot of money out of the life.
So instead of 161,000 deaths that they announced in United States,
How much the real
it
number
would
was?
be the real number is
many?
9,000.
9,000 in a,
9,000.
and they were saying it was 100 what?
161,000.
Oh my God.
The COVID-19 was only another infection on the realm.
Except for Biden, and he said 160 million.
Well,
That's right.
let me tell you something. The followers of Biden are so confused, like the gynecologist of Michelle Obama.
No, you didn't say that.
I did.
You didn't say that. Oh my God, have mercy. No. Okay, this is what I was going to say. So since last Thursday, we talked what happened the first 3 days of the convention, and Thursday was the last day. We didn't know what happened because we were here. That was going to happen in the nighttime. So now we can talk what happened in the nighttime.
Before that,
Why?
your message during the whole convention against communists. Did your message
I felt vindicated.
you must feel vindicated.
Yeah,
Yes,
vindicated.
absolutely.
I felt vindicated.
Because let me tell you something. Before your video about the Bolivarian breeze, no one was talking about communism in the United States. 2 months later, everybody is talking about communism and how Black Lives Matter is connected with the Marxisms. And they say it. We are trained Marxists. And where they were trained, in Venezuela, in Cuba. So, bingo. Your message is there. Okay? Your message is there.
Well, the president has to speak it. And then people are saying, oh, the president now is talking about that. Now the president is talking about that. No. You didn't put attention to his message last year. You did not put attention about his
Message
State of
this
the
year.
Union of the State of the Union this year, back in February, when he was talking about socialism. And Guaido was very upset this year. He said, you remember his face when President Trump, America will never be a socialist country?
Yeah.
Remember? So, people have to read the memos. They are not reading the memos. Okay? And this is what happened on Thursday night after, you see, the president brought all these people to the White House. He provide for them security, right? And safety. In his perimeter, in his area of control, which is the White House.
Yep.
But when you leave the White House, just imagine David walking out the White House, and you just cross the gate and you are outside the limit of the White House.
Yes.
Okay? Well, these people, a lot of these people who are Republicans, heavyweight, who are the one who
that didn't believe
attended to the White House addressing. They didn't what?
They didn't pay attention.
They didn't believe that we are in communism.
They even said that you were exaggerating when you said, I am threatened by Antifa. And they said, no, you are exaggerating with your details on security and blah, 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 blah. And suddenly they, boom, have a...
They were getting out of the White House and they were harassed. They were threatened. They were spit on. They were pushed. They were hit by those people just because they went to attend the White House event. So when I heard that, a person who's supposed to get in 15 minutes to his hotel or her hotel room from the White House, right? It took those people 2 hours. You follow what I mean?
And the stress.
A lot of the stress,
the
distress, and being.
And you don't know when will be the real action.
Yeah, exactly. So I was thinking, God, Trump is a genius, because Trump is giving them protection while he is with them. But after you leave the White House, you are on your own. And a lot of them didn't want to listen, didn't want to believe. They still thinking these people, they cannot do nothing to us.
I remember how they make jokes about your detail of security when you went on one of their events. Okay, they said no, she's exaggerating because some of her details went into the bathrooms to check the bathrooms. Okay, because Johsie is threatened heavily by Antifa, and let me tell you something.
And the Black Lives Matter.
And Black Lives Matters. Okay, and we have some defections on our campaign now, people who were very near of us, because they got really scared about how this campaign is developing, not by our side, but theirs. Okay, so they said no.
We better leave her alone. Let her be on her.
Yeah.
I don't want to be involved with that. But the situation is this, David. You don't get involved now. The situation will get involved with you later. It's coming to you. They are having the same attitude the Venezuelans did back in Venezuela.
Yes.
A lot of Venezuela didn't want to deal with the issue. They just want to keep flying and traveling to another countries, bring what they need, because they didn't want to deal with the issue. One day, the issue got to them, and now they are being refugees or exiles living in other countries just because they believe if I don't get involved, nothing is going to touch me. What were you going to say, David?
Well, you know, I hate to go this route, but with the stuff in Portland and other areas, you know, they're asking for it, and I think we should give it to them, just like the young man did. And he is innocent as he can be. Yeah. That was carrying the AR-15, and he was shot at, and then they tried to steal his weapon, and he killed him.
No.
And they
want
all.
to. It's very clear in the video when you see the guy taking out the
Pistol?
45.
Yeah.
Okay, and had the pistol ready to kill this guy, to shoot him, and he
defend himself.
He defend himself. But I think that I'm very upset me is that the general attorney on Oregon pressed charges against this guy.
It's because that's the communist.
He was
already took control of the city.
He killed 3 felons. You know, he did a service.
Yes.
And one was a child molester, and the other 2, and the felon shouldn't have been there with a pistol anyway. That's against the law, you know. So this young man at 17, did the world a favor.
Yes.
And it's going to happen. It's going to happen more and more. Where, you know, those people in St. Louis, what a crock. You know, they did nothing. And I would have done the same, except I would have probably shot off a couple of rounds from my upstairs and dared them to try to get me. You know, and it's we're carrying a load not of dynamite anymore, but nitro.
Yes.
And it's going to blow one of these days.
Yes, absolutely. I'm 100% with you in that idea, because it's we already experienced that sequence.
Okay, and those people who were making fun about 3 weeks ago about me going to this, I say, look, I got security with me. This is what's going on. The person looked at me like I was insane. They're gonna be, one of them gonna be with me inside, and the rest are outside in the perimeter. Oh, okay. Yeah, because my life is in danger.
Well, Hank Johnson has protection. He's standing on Guam, and it's going to sink with him.
Yeah, he has protection all the time. He has he has 2 bodyguards with him.
Exactly, always. So what I'm saying, I was telling her this, and then at the end, those comments. The same person that I talked to and explained her my situation, those people around her who went with that person to Washington, D.C. experience what I experienced 2 months ago. That's why I have security now. And thanks God, the security that I have, they are not charging me for the security. Okay? This is free security. Because they understand I don't have money. They understand my campaign is exactly aligned with President Trump. Right? We are in a pivotal times that we need to decide where the future of the country is gonna go. This election, it means oxygen to the country. This election is oxygen. Without oxygen, you cannot live. Okay? So, when I heard the experience that these people had in Washington, D.C.,
I laugh out loud, you know. They was choking and they said, okay, now they know.
Now they know. So I received a call yesterday. Well, finally the president, now the president is talking about socialism. I said, no, honey, you guys didn't get the memo. You guys decided not to listen to what he was saying. 2 years in a row, he's been talking about socialism. Socialism. Now, you guys, I think you are a little too late. Now is the time to fight back. So, well, Johsie, with your message, that probably you can win. I know with the message that I'm bringing to the communities. And this is what I said yesterday in one of the radio roundtable. I say, finally, these people, the elite, like the senators and representative, RNC representative and the GOP representative who are going to the White House, because it's only elite who goes to those places. Finally, they are testing a little spoon of what the black community in America has been going through for 60 years with the Democrat policies and laws that they were implementing the black community. Why? Because the Democratic Party, they need a slavery mentality. Okay? They don't want the black to be free like you are free and like he is free and like I am free. In order for the Democrat to keep on being reelected is having what we call the plantation mentality. And we are talking about over 60 years with that mentality. Yes or no, David?
No question about it. And the blacks that recognize it will be the first to criticize it. Yes. The ones that have, quote unquote, left the plantation, gone out on their own and taken the opportunities that we have here, and they've done something with it.
Yes.
The kicker is, how do you get the plantation mentality off the plantation?
Well, the first thing is get rid of the gatekeepers of hell.
Those are the ones who
Those are
the
responsible.
gatekeepers. Like we have those elite, but let's put it in the race, with the race card, okay? As you have the elite whites, the elite Latinos, the elite black, and the elite Asian. Let's put it like that, elites. Those elites decide who from the bottom can reach there and have communication with the president. You follow? So as long as those elite is still there and they don't experience what the people down here, like you, me, him, the black community, are we going through, they don't wake up. So they got a spoon, not a spoon, they had a bowl.
A bowl.
A bowl of their own medicine on Thursday. Now they are like running like chicken without head. But this one here, I am like the guy that you have here in the program, the teaching you silent and concentration. How you call it?
Deiru?
Yeah, I am like
the
Kung Fu.
the Kung Fu. Yeah,
Exactly.
I am in that situation. I am very calm, peaceful, like focus on what I'm doing, and let the Lord guide this election. So it's up to the people now what they want, because now they are seeing it. Like I told them in DeKalb County, Don't think because it's only happening in the black communities, the burning, the destruction of the communities, all the disaster in the black community, in the poor area. Don't think they're not gonna come and knock on your door in Dunguri area, in the rich area. They will come for you.
No question.
No question.
It is like that because
Exactly.
when you get these poor people who are majority, is a lot of people, raise up with envy feeling, with angry feeling, with revenge feeling, they will not give a I don't want to say of course, but they will not give no importance to go to the good neighborhoods and start shooting people, start robbing, and start destroying those good neighborhoods. Because it happens in Venezuela the same way. Okay? The same way. Chavez used the native Indians in Venezuela to raise up against the population. Okay? He used them. He provided them for like a 10 years. He give them. But now that Nicolas Maduro is in charge, he's killing them now. Why? Because they already used that race card. They already use it. It's not good to be used anymore now. If you protest or you
remember the Indian
we're gonna
chief,
get rid of you.
Remember the Indian chief in Perijá?
Yeah.
That once he says, okay, now you are in power, and you promise us these things, and you are not delivering. And do you know what happened?
They kill
him and his wife.
They kill him and the family.
Okay, so
that's what is communism, and that's what socialism is all about. They will use you while they are getting into power. At the moment that they get in power, they secure the power, and then you come, hey, wait a minute. You promised this, and this, and that. You haven't delivered.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
His name was Sabino.
Yeah, we cannot afford having somebody from our own group complaining about us.
So the Bolivarian breeze is more than a breeze right now. It's like a tropical storm.
It's like a tropical storm now.
Okay, so if we don't act now, we can confront a hurricane. Definitely. Now, President Trump yesterday said if New York, Portland, he mentioned 4 cities that defund police. He said, you defund police, I'll take the funds, the federal funds dedicated for your city, and I'll fund the police departments in every city of your realm. You have to fund the police. If you don't do it, I'll take the federal funds and I have the authority. And I have the authority. I take those federal funds and I put those funds into the police departments.
What happened is you missed the memo, Carlos. The whole idea of Minnesota, Seattle, New York, or what is the other? Chicago. Chicago or San Luis, one of those two. They are asking for defund the police. They want to take the police out, but they want to bring another force in to take part of what the police used to get paid. And who do you think are those forces they are bringing in?
The Islamics.
The civil patrol.
Civil patrol.
They call it civil patrol, but that's what we call Sharia law. Sharia law is they have people patrolling people, like your neighbor patrolling you, man. And they always watching through the window to see what you're doing. And then if you put something in your backyard, and they don't like the way that you put it or you place it, they come and they tell you need to take that, and it's your backyard. It's your property. So
then they'll see a little red dot on their forehead.
But that's what is civil patrol, and those cities are already ripe for civil patrol to be implemented, because you need to remember those cities, they already restrain people or using weapon. They restrain them with red flag. They restrain them. They don't allow citizens in those cities to defend themselves with the Second Amendment.
Sharia law, as far as I'm concerned, they can take their towels and their heads and leave.
Yes.
Both.
Yes. By the way, Another thing that is very, 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 and has to do with Venezuela.
Okay.
About a month ago, Rand Paul came to Georgia.
Yes.
Okay, and he had a picture with Johsie Cruz.
Ah, yes, I took a picture with Rand Paul.
And she talked to Rand Paul for about 10 minutes, something like that. Well, Mr. Rand Paul, he did receive the memo immediately. What he did?
Well, they call Elio Abrams. Elio Abrams is the person assigned by the administration, by the Trump administration, to deal with Venezuela's issue.
Mm-hmm.
So Rand Paul, the Senate brought Abrams to asking some questions to see how the Venezuela situation is going, right? Because it's a lot of money the America has been giving to Venezuela. And they still having the same person they're supposed to be getting rid of that president a long time ago. So they're taking money from us, but there's no results.
Mm-hmm.
So Rand Paul
Ask a very simple question.
a very simple question. He asked Abrams, how you gonna take a socialist president out and you're gonna replace it with another socialist president? Explain me that. When he says that, all the hell broke loose. Because up to today, Twitter, which is considered the radio, everybody's talking about that interview. Okay? And then we have...
She did nothing. She did nothing.
We're gonna go on break?
We'll return after these messages.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I am Roger B., host of the Locked and Loaded Show on America's Web Radio. Be sure to join us live every Tuesday at 1500 hours for the latest in gun news, gun products, gun politics, and other gun-related stuff. That's Tuesday, 1500 hours, America's Web Radio.
Want to give your family or loved one the perfect gift? Then go online and check out the TornadoBodyDryer.com. I love mine and the warm heat air massage it gives me after my shower. The Tornado Body Dryer is super. You'll love it, and you'll love having one in your shower.
Hey folks, this is Victor Armendariz with the On Point with Victor show. You ever find yourself wondering if you're getting the truth or can you find the truth? Well, don't fear. Tune in every Tuesday, 2 to 3, right here on America's Web Radio, the On Point with Victor show, where I won't sugarcoat a thing. I'm going to tell you how it is.
Okay. Do you believe in miracles, my friend?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe in miracles?
Certainly.
Okay,
Absolutely.
let me explain you something. About a week ago, after this program, I received an email from a guy from Colorado. He said that he wants to help us in an event. I said, what? Yes, I'm the manager of country singer, and he reviewed Josie's website, and he wants to help her in her campaign. I said, "No, you're kidding.
You are joking.
You are joking. This is a joke. No, it's very serious." I called him and I said, "Okay, let me translate this thing. Let me put the things in the hands of my operator chief. That is the chair of this operation. It's Anthony Holcomb, and they talk about 2 hours from here to Colorado." Well, the guy, his name is Trey Taylor. He's the youngest black American singer in the country music realm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he about 4 years ago, when he was 16, he was immediately signed by the producer of Dolly Parton. And okay, on September 16,
I read your email that you had sent.
he will be in Conjures for only 40 people, because the COVID thing, doing an intimate concert for Johsie Cruz. Okay, he's very famous. He had a lot of followers. Okay, and he does a lot of covers of very famous songs. You know, like you wouldn't have. I wouldn't have missed. Let me put a little bit. If you put a little bit, you don't.
Our paths may never cross again. Maybe my heart will never mend. But I'm glad for all the good times, 'cause you brought me so much sunshine, and love was the best it's ever been.
Okay, for obvious reasons, we cannot put the whole song on the radio, but we can say that on September 16th at 6 o'clock in the afternoon, he will be in Conjures in this concert. You can go to josiecruz2020.com and you can see everything. Dinner is included. Okay, so
Yeah, dinner is included.
dinner is included. So let's see what's going on, because we are overdraft.
Yes. Well, hopefully people can join us that day. You know, buy the ticket as a contribution for the campaign, and he's not charging us anything. Any money that we raise that day will be for the.
It costs us just the logistics, you know.
How did he find Johsie?
Well, he's a very conservative guy, and he was very concerned about what is going on with the people such as Johsie that is not receiving attention from the people who supposed to be their main support, such as the political parties. And I'm talking about not only the Republican but also the conservatives, Democrats. They do not have any kind of support.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have a problem. That's why the Democratic Party in Georgia has Vernon Jones right now, because he do not have the support of the Democratic Party as he should be. Okay, so the being a conservative means that you have to conserve a lot of money.
A lot of money.
Yes, you have to be very stingy with the money, because you don't receive the kind of support that.
Well, you can see, Carlos. You can see that there is 7 candidates for the Senate, the jungle. They call it the jungle, okay?
Uh-huh.
In November, and it's gonna be a runoff for December. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
There is 7 candidates in the Republican Party, and you only see
For the
2
Senate.
names. Yeah, for the Republican, from the Republican,
Uh-huh.
for the Senate,
For the Senate.
and you only see 2 names on the TV: Collins and Lofter, and the rest, nobody knows. Why?
And the media doesn't care.
No. The media does not care.
They don't inform the people.
No, they stopped doing that a long time ago.
A long time ago.
Okay, now going back to Rand Paul. I found the video. Hold on.
Thank you, Mr. Abrams. Without a doubt, Venezuela is a socialist nightmare. It's indeed a vivid indictment of the economic system of socialism. It's appalling that a country like Venezuela that sits atop more oil than Saudi Arabia is in such a dire state that people actually eat their pets. No one disputes the disaster that is Venezuelan socialism. However, when it comes to regime change, the U.S. track record is less than stellar. It has been largely ignored that the possible replacement for Maduro, Guaido, is also a socialist. His political party is recognized by the Socialist International. My fear is that even if you get a kinder, gentler form of socialism, it's still socialism. And the results will be similar: economic malaise and economic disaster. What do you say as to replacing one socialist with another in Venezuela?
Woo! What do you think?
It's good.
And the answer that Elliot Abrams said, it was so stupid. It was so stupid. And then Marco Rubio came in and interfered. I mean, he gave his opinion to say, well, Guaido is the is the president-elect by the Venezuela. We're not talking about president. We're talking about two systems, the same system. Trying to replace one system with the same system. It's impossible. It's impossible.
But the thing, the sad thing is that countries or nations sometimes forget their own history. Okay, look what is going on right now in Chile. They pretend to change the constitution, a constitution that gave Chile 30 years of stability, of respect of the law, of prosperity, and they want to change that constitution for another one that is, you know, socialist, democratic, or whatever you want to say or name, because they want to have a democracy instead to have a republic.
Democracy, yeah, democracy. You know how many discussions and arguments I've been having with some of my friends because they still believe that we are not a democracy. I say, no, America is not a democracy. You look in the Constitution. I read the Constitution. There is not even the D of democracy in the Constitution. You only find the republic. Okay? You swear to the flag. It doesn't say democracy. It says to the republic for which it stands. One nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The republic. And then I got a short video when a lady asked this guy coming out, what have you given us? Well, a republic, ma'am, if you can maintain it.
Maintain it.
If you can keep it. That's what it says. I'm giving you a republic.
That's what
Okay.
Benjamin Franklin said that.
I'm giving you a republic. At the conclusion of the Constitutional Convention, Benjamin Franklin was asked, what have you doing giving us? He answered, a republic if you can keep it. Right there.
Man.
We come back in a few minutes. We are going in a break.
Hey folks, this is Victor Armendariz with the On Point with Victor show. Just to remind you, don't miss every Tuesday 2 to 3 live right here on America's Web Radio. And remember, I'm not angry, I'm just right.
Hello, I'm Dr. Mike Karuchak. Have you ever wondered what doctors talk about amongst themselves? If you do, join us on the Doctor's Lounge and hear the doctors' conversations amongst themselves. Join me and my co-host, Dr. Hal Schertz, every Thursday morning, 8 to 9 a.m.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, I am Roger B., host of the Locked and Loaded Show on America's Web Radio. Be sure to join us live every Tuesday at 1500 hours for the latest in gun news, gun products, gun politics, and other gun-related stuff. That's Tuesday, 1500 hours, America's Web Radio.
You're listening to America's Web Radio on the AmericasBroadcastNetwork.com. Thank you for listening.
Hey,
We are back.
This is America's Web Radio.
And we are back.
We are back, and this is
Let's talk Venezuela.
okay.
So that's what's going on with socialism, and I'm glad that a lot of elites are having a little experience while any regular citizen of America have been going through for, let's say, the last 10 years, the last 30 years, others the last 60 years. But a lot of Americans have been going through through harassment, spit on, punch, just because the political view or their belief is a lot of people don't like those freedoms, right?
No.
That's it. Well, and before we finish our program, I mean, we still have 15 minutes, but I just want to let you guys know that I did the last video. I believe that video lasts like 2 minutes, right? Something like that.
1 minute 45.
Yeah. Well, in the past, because don't believe that I am 26, I am double than that. Okay. In the past, me as a person, been through a lot of situations in life. Now I can look back and I can say, okay, that situation, this one and this one taught me so much good things, going through pain and bad situation that make me who I am today. So in the past, I was born in a family where my father was a pastor and minister. So I was the pastor child. You know how much pressure that is, right? The pastor child.
You have to be perfect.
Oh yeah, you have to be perfect. Oh my Lord. And then I got married, and then I went to the seminary. I became a minister, and then I got divorced, and then I got married back again. I forget about the ministry. I put it on the side. I dedicated my life to my family, to my husband, my children. 20 years, and then 20 years later, boom, exploded. You know, like, okay, I got divorced back again. So what I'm trying to say is all these experiences in my life prepare me for who I am today. And a lot of people think because I was in the past a minister, I'm still being a minister. I am not a minister today. I am not a minister today because I believe that a lot of people who pretend to be ministers and like the title of degree of being a minister, most of them are there not to serve. They are there more to be recognized for, you know. So now I am running as a candidate. I am running as a politician to help out a district that it needs a lot of help. So what I'm saying with this is I am not running to become a minister or to become a pastor or a spiritual leader. I am not running to be a group leader, a spiritual leader, right? I'm not even running to be a teacher in the church. Teacher of the baby, baby's teacher, Mm-hmm. I'm not running for that. I'm running to represent a variety of people, citizens, residents in the district that will require for me to communicate with them in the same level they are. So sometimes I might say, go to hell, or I might say sometimes, get the hell out of my way, or I may say, hell, please do not sabotage my campaign, which I understand saying hell is not a curse word. But when you see people trying to control my expression, when they because you are a minister. No, honey, no, baby, no, sir, I am not a minister. I am a member of a church, But the only thing I do in that church is the technical part, like recording the pastor message and put it on Facebook and how you call it, distribute it.
Mhm.
That's the most that I do in the church. So I'm not a minister. I just want to make it clear that since my district is not hippity high
Mhm.
with elite, right? My district is poor, a lot of poor people. So the way the poor people communicate to each other is different from the hippity high class elite. You follow what I mean?
Yes.
So please keep on praying for me, keep on ruling for me, keep on donating, okay?
Mhm.
I have 5 more books that I have to mail this week.
Yep.
I need their addresses because they are already signed and dedicated
Wonderful.
from me, and I just want to send those books as soon as possible. I just gonna need their addresses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and this is what's going on. I mean, people now start thinking, oh, Johsie is right. What Josie's been talking to us for the last year, she's right. We were dismissing her. We didn't care about what she said, what she was saying.
Yes, let me tell you something. Terry Taylor made a cover of a very famous song named Prisoner of Highway. And now you're prisoner of what you were. You know, they pretend that you've been secluded on that fence, you know, and no, you are posting to be a representative of 8,000 people who right now inhabitant the district number 4 in
and
in
there are
Georgia.
variety like that. You're gonna find in that district Christians, you're gonna find atheists, you're gonna
Yes.
find conservative, you're gonna find constitutionalists,
even Muslims,
You're gonna
because you are
find Muslims.
representing
the district,
people, the district.
They're gonna find Hindus,
Yeah.
okay? You're gonna find Buddhists,
Yes,
because in that
the
district
people of the pacification, what they
you have it
named
right there.
Yes, I
Look.
have it. I have it right here.
Asian
This-
Pacific Americans for Trump,
from
right
Trump,
there.
right there, and they are the ones who are supporting you with all the way. You know, they are the ones who.
Oh, but I want to tell David, I got a good gossiping for you. What happened with me last Saturday or 2 Saturdays ago with the Chinese. So I came to this lady. She's the Chinese leader in Georgia, right? So I came, and Carlos and me, and then Carlos approached her and asked her, oh, we need to get together to see how Johsie can come to the Chinese community, and so they can know that she's the candidate and they can vote for her. What was her expression? Like, who are you talking? You know, she gave me such a bad expression, but attitude. Okay, attitude. And she's supposed to be ruling for Trump. And she's supposed to be ruling for the Republican Party. And I am a candidate who I know she got Chinese living in the district. She gave me a nasty attitude. So I told him like this. You know what it means? This is like a cut it out. No más. No more. No sigas hablando. Don't continue talking to her. Just ignore her. Okay, I just, like I said, get the hell out of my way. So she get out of my way. So in the moment of speech, she was one of the key speaker for the event that I was. I went to see what was going on. They were opening an office.
Gwinnett,
It was in Gwinnett. They were opening the Trump victory team office, right, to make sure the President Trump is elected. That's their mission. So I was there as
And Gwinnett County has 3 different areas for 3 different congressional districts. The south part of Gwinnett, that is about 31% of the territory, but represent almost 50% of the population because the concentration of that area is high. Okay? Belongs to district number 4.
Exactly. So that's why I'm telling her I need to come to your meetings with the Chinese so they can know who I am. They can ask her. She was bad. So during the speech, she was talking and ruling for Karen Handel, and she was ruling for Dr. McCormick. District 6, District 7, because we need to make sure that District 6 and District 7 gonna get re-elected. And I couldn't take it no more, David. I couldn't take it no more. I got up and said, hey, don't forget about District 4. I am here.
And we represent 50% of the population
When
and 31% of the territory. And they don't mention.
And they
That's
don't-
the kind
of sabotage
that
that
people
I
from
am experiencing. So I have to get her right there to the get-go. Hold on. Hey, don't forget number 4. I am here. And when I say that, a lot of Asians who are not Chinese, they're like a Vietnamese from this group.
the Asian Pacific.
3 of them say, I am from the 4th. But you see, that's the sabotage that I'm talking about.
But you have to understand
when they
something.
know that I am there, and they don't even mention my name. They don't even mention, here is the candidate for district number 4. Remember, it's a Democrat stronghold, but we're fighting back, like the president said. Come on, take advantage of the message. So I have to do it. So at the end, the guy who represents, because they invited one for the Asian, one from the Chinese, one from the India, and one from the Latino. So each one of them spoke. The Latino one, you know what he did? He stopped his speech and he acknowledged me in front of everybody. And he said, she is breaking barriers right now here in Georgia. She's the first Latina, the first woman, the first Republican minority who is going for Congress. And I want you guys to know who she is. She's Johsie Cruz, right here. She's running for the 4th Congressional District.
Ray Martinez.
But the Chinese, okay, I just, I put it on the burning.
In the back burner.
In the back burner. She's in the back burner now with me. Okay? At the end, the Indians.
The Indian community.
The Indian community. The Indians Americans. Those IT gig. The doctors. All of them. The leader of the Indian here in Georgia came to me and said, I want to help you.
Do you believe in miracles?
Do you believe in the miracle?
We've been alone all this time
Mm-hmm.
until 2 weeks ago.
And then these people, the elite, had the nerve to send somebody to tell me that I have to calm down, that I have to not start giving name, and that I don't have to say that they are sabotaging me. That's what they've been doing all this time. Do you know they gave money to all their candidates and they didn't give me anything, not even a penny?
They even paid for propaganda,
Advertisement.
No, that's propaganda.
What?
That's the political propaganda from Karen Handel and from Purdue, and it said paid by GOP.
Oh yeah, because they told me that the GOP don't pay for nobody's campaign.
Exactly.
And then we have proof that some candidate says, some candidates advertisement, whatever, says paid by the GOP, Georgia GOP. So explain me that. They don't know how to explain that. So anyways, we're going to be here next week again. May
Yes.
God permits. And we'll be here and we're working hard to see, please, anyone who wants to do a advertisement here or they want to have their own program, please come, call David Moxley.
Yes.
And he
What
will,
is the phone number here, sir?
470-223-497.
Okay, and with these words, we say goodbye.
see you next Thursday.
You're listening to America's Web Radio on the AmericasBroadcastNetwork.com. Thank you for listening.
Hey, folks.